Okay, so this is a vlog, or weekly vlog, which we haven't been keeping up with super well, but we're doing it now. We're going to talk about like an experience that we had yesterday, and hopefully some of you can relate, about oversensitivity and how oversensitivity kills.
Sorry. Don't do oversensitivity, kids. It's
your
not
brain
good.
on oversensitivity
It's
then,
like yucky.
insert egg frying in the pan.
And
Okay.
it's not pretty.
So like yesterday, we were totally outside because we live in nature, in the woods, in the mountains, and we were doing like some stuff. And I was like talking to Krista about the grass because there was like two different kinds of grass, and I was like, there was this grass, and it's like not this other grass. And she was like, oh my God, stop talking to me about the grass. And I was like, oh my God, what is your problem? And then later, we're like building the rock wall, because we're like building a rock wall. And, you know, obviously we do a lot of outside activities. And so, like, there's like this lichen, like, on this rock. And I, like, put dirt on it because you're supposed to.
This is a really
so that you
long
can
story.
put, like,
Oh my
stuff
God.
on it.
Like,
And
are
then
you
it
going to
was
get to
like-
the point?
And then Krista was like, oh my God, you covered up the lichen. And I was like, oh my God, so offended. Like, why would I be offended? I was so offended because I was oversensitive for the day, okay? And like everything that I said offended Kristen, everything she said offended me. And it was just like this ridiculous thing. And Kristen was like, oh my God, like I'm so over this offensive oversensitivity thing.
And
then,
it was like, we need to be done with this.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh my God, like, okay, whatever, I
we
guess.
Can't do anything, and we were
And I was like so annoyed by that. I
"Wow."
was like, who do you think you are responding to me like that? I am an enlightened being.
Right. We're totally enlightened with oversensitivity, which kills our enlightenment. So then we cried for the rest of the day. And so now today we've realized how retarded our oversensitivity was, and we're madly in love with each other again and not offended by each other. But this is just like the whole point is that you'll be oversensitive and be like super offended by like these really retarded things that have no meaning or
Yes.
offensiveness involved. And then you'll be like the next day, why was I like that? Because that meant nothing and had nothing to do with anything. And, you know, just don't let oversensitivity ruin your relationships or cause you to be offended, because there's no reason to be offended, because your loved ones love you and you need to love them back without being offended.
Wow.
The end. Offended, offensive, oversensitive stuff. Like totally and a half. Yeah.
Got it in there. This is really like, how do people do
Okay,
selfies?
here. This is
See where?
No, I've got it. If you would just let me handle
No,
it.
look at how close you are to my
That's how it's
face.
supposed to be for
Oh my
these.
God, this is retarded.
Lean it back and put your head by my head. Like
Oh
how we
my,
did. Okay,
oh my
okay.
God, no, I am not. This needs to be like out here.
No, it's
like
too
this.
far.
That's
Okay,
not that
all
far.
right, that's good.